All right, everybody, here we are on Zoom.
So here we are on Zoom. It is a Monday night, the 17th. Jennifer just announced, if you're watching the recording later, that this is our last Zoom of 2018. Goodness gracious. We're going to take a couple weeks off while we celebrate the Christmas season and New Year's. And so tonight I'm interviewing Jennifer. And what I want to ask you, Jen, is tell us kind of about Deb Erickson and her coaching. And we're going to pull this all together in the next 20 minutes. But can you give us a little bit of an overview so we even know what it is we're talking about tonight?
Yes. So the Deb Erickson Coaching is something I was introduced to by our Blue Diamond Upline leaders, Liz Copeland and Lois Lane, over a year ago. I think it was last September or August or something. And they said they had just met her and at a Haley Hobson event, and they signed up for some personal coaching. And what was great about them signing up is they were able to give a 10% off of a couple of 8-week programs. So I jumped right in, and it was an 8-week program with Deb Erickson, not really knowing that much, but I trust my upline. I don't know about you guys. But truly, I'm like, if Liz and Lois say this is great, I'm in. I want to learn more. Well, little did I know those 8 weeks were really very mindset shifting for me, because here I found a woman who was, just so directed towards helping other women as coaching women in network marketing. And boy, is she great. So Deb Erickson has a lot of, if you go on her website, ICAN Institute, ICANinstitute.com. She's got a ton of free resources there, so check her out. But she's a dynamo, and she's going to call you out on your crap, I'll tell you that. So in a good way, in a loving way, in a safe place. But if you really want to move forward with your business and get over some things, she is the person that can get you there. I really wholeheartedly believe that. And she does it with love. She really does. That's what I loved about her. And I'm going to ask Sable real quick. I've got Sable Davis with me here. She's a new silver leader. And Sable, how did you feel around Deb when you were around her in Santa Fe?
She's really awesome. She can make you feel like she's talking directly to you in a room full of people. So it's, I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't gone onto her website or taken any classes before going out to the seminar. And I was blown away. And I came away changed as well. As much coaching and leadership training as I've gotten through my career in my lifetime, this was very different and so incredible and so worth my time being out there. So she'll make you face some stuff that I think maybe you realized and didn't want to face or didn't realize, and we're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's something like what Sable shared with you is just that sense, and I hope you guys don't ever shy away from coaching with Deb Erickson, because it's not somebody, I said she's kind of in your face, but she's going to do it if she feels you're ready. She's not going to ever step over that line of, I'm going to be in your face and you're not ready and you're going to freak out and you're never going to come back. Okay. Because we don't want to be around those people, right? We don't feel safe. And she prepares a safe place. And if she feels you're ready, she's going to push you. And she's a gifted woman. So I just think she's fantastic. And I love that we have access to somebody who's specifically helping women in network marketing. So now, along with those tools, that was a great place to start. But I know you've got some more questions for me.
I do. So what you were referring to was a trip that the two of you just made together. And I know that you saw some other doTERRA leaders there, but to Santa Fe, New Mexico, where you went to a live conference that she did. And so I appreciate your insights into that. But that was specifically for women from what I understand. So tell me the difference between what you did in the live setting and this opportunity that we have to do some stuff with her online that Peggy Smith has provided for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar yet, if you're like, what do you mean Peggy Smith gave us an opportunity? I posted on Share and Build. Peggy Smith is offering to everyone a link. You would use her leader code and you sign up. Now I did find later on that when you sign in, you have 60 days to view this information for free. So I really recommend that you guys get in there and start taking a look at some of this stuff. My recommendation is either start with the 21-day start. It's 21 days to really get your mindset kind of really thinking in the right direction of whatever that right direction is for you. Okay, I don't mean there's a specific right direction. It's whatever it means to you. So either there or there's a program called ICAN Start. So either one, the ICAN Start is 8 weeks, so it will take up your 60 days. Okay. And then after that, you can choose to join the gold membership, which I think is $69 a month. If you decide to do that, use my coupon code for 10% off. And that is my first name, all in uppercase, so all caps, JENNIFER, with a 1 and a 0 after it. So if you choose to purchase a membership or a program afterwards, then you can use my discount code after that. There's just so many tools in there. So this is a perfect time of year, to really take that last couple weeks of December and do a little bit of planning that often through the rest of the year we don't have time to do. So.
Great. Thank you for that. That is some good clarity for me because it's like, access, what does that mean? Yeah, so thank you for helping us navigate that a bit. And I know that when you went to Santa Fe, it was specifically for women. And we have men and women who are looking to launch their doTERRA business or relaunch their business. That's why they come on Skill Up.
Yeah.
And so would you think that only women should access Deb's coaching?
No. Okay. So I'm glad you asked that question because the Escape the Ordinary event in Santa Fe, yes, that is just women. It's only 200 women and that's it. But that's the only event that is just for women. All of the other coaching she does is for men and women of all ages, of all, backgrounds, everything. So it's very diverse. She is very good at coaching the women. And here's the important part. If you are a man doing the doTERRA business, do you think that learning about how and what goes on in a woman's mind is a good idea? So she actually, in that ICAN Start, that was one of the first things she brought up. She said, many of you are in industries and in a network marketing group that actually the women are the buyers. The women are often the builders. So the men in doTERRA, I think that is so true. The men in doTERRA, what do you think the percentage of your organization is going to be? Wholesale customers and wellness advocates. It's going to be women. So you've got to figure out, how does a woman tick? What is going through our mind? Because we buy by emotions and feelings. How do we feel about something? A man is not usually that way. I'm not going to say always, but typically is not. So she is really coaching the men that are on her group and getting coaching and being part of the programs to really make sure that they truly understand how a woman is thinking.
Great. Well, thanks for clarifying that. Now, how do you think that this online opportunity that we have will tie in with a couple things? One is our 2019 goals, because the calendar is going to be changing in a matter of days to the new year. And also the second part of that question is, how do you think her coaching will tie in with our Monday night training that we do for launching our business, and especially this special 5-week Skill Up that we're going to be doing starting on January the 7th?
So the first part, I'm actually going to ask Sable to mention because she has gone through quite a bit of thinking and strategy from what she just went through. So I'm curious, Sable, if you were to name just a few things of how this has helped you prepare for next year, how would you define that for the rest of the group?
So she had several tools that we could use, neural tools and planning tools, organizational tools, which I think would make an excellent structure for helping our skill up, our monthly leadership classes next year. So there's a couple of them I really wanted for us to work on together with a group to understand. I think some of the basic how we face challenges, right? Whether the natural instinct, fight, flight, or freeze, and how to identify, and then some strategies around that, because going off in the network marketing world is a challenge, right? So some of us are like, yay, and some of us are like, oh my God, I got to talk to people.
Yeah.
So tools around that, and some tools around how to build, identify your team, and identify your business partners, what you want your business to look like. So there's just some great stuff that we're going to be able to do together. Very excited about it.
And the one thing I know we loved was they had a great worksheet in teaching you how to build your avatar for your wholesale customer and your avatar for your wellness advocate. And I think as tools, when you're looking at 2019, who do you want to attract? What is your typical wholesale customer look like? What do you want it to look like? And that starts to define, all right, this is who I'm looking for. And it helps you to start to approach those people and not be so afraid. Okay. Same thing with what your avatar for your wellness advocate is. When you're working with people, you want to align with people of similar values. Yes, you want diversity and you want to learn from each other, but what really resonates with you with a person? So then all of a sudden, I'll share with you what happened to me. I was building my wellness advocate avatar, and I'm writing this stuff, and I had like 20 things here. And as I was writing things down, names of people were popping in my head that I had not approached yet. I did not offer the business opportunity to. So you guess what I did? The day after, I'm like calling and texting people. I was thinking about you this past weekend. I just thought about who do I want to work with in my business because I want to hang out with them more. Are you interested in sitting down with me for 20 minutes to just even learn about the possibility? And do you know how many business overviews I've had this past week? It's a lot.
Nice.
I think I had like 6 or 7. So it's like those kind of things to help you plan. So she just gives you tools, and that's what you'll find if you choose to do the 21-day or the ICAN Start. You're going to get these tools, things you can really work with. It's not just, yay, let's motivate you for the new year, because motivation does nothing after you leave, right? You can be at a great event, you're motivated, you're jazzed up, but what's actually going to take that motivation and move it into action? You need tools. You need tools that sound doable for you, and you know what to do with them. So that's what I love about that. What's also great, though, leading into the I Am Diamond event, so I know that we've kind of given you a couple of things, but it's better to have more resources than none, right?
Okay.
The I Am Diamond event is being run by Burke and Natalie Rigby. They are Presidential Diamonds with doTERRA. And we are so fortunate. They offered this to us for $20 a person for a 5-week program. That's $20 for 5 weeks. I don't even, what's the math on that? $4 a week, right? Is that right? Yeah. so I don't know, not, I love oils, but math is not my thing. So really, guys, like, spend the $20 because you're going to learn from the best of the best. People who've been there. They have made a lot of mistakes just like the rest of us, right? And then you just keep learning, and then you pass on that knowledge of like, this is what I did, but they are real. They're real people that had a ton of no-shows and had a ton of no's and had a ton of people say, I am not interested as well. Okay, so it happens to everybody. No one is sheltered from that. So I love that starting January 7th starts that 5 weeks. And I think it was meant to be because they're weekly calls. If you've already registered, you'll get an email of how to start plugging into the content. I'm sure probably in the next week or so. But the weekly calls are the exact same time that we do Skill Up.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just meant to be.
Great.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. Well, the last thing I want to ask you is, there are a lot of coaches and programs out there. Tell me who you know besides you, which you doing this, Jen, and Lois and Liz doing it is enough for me. But tell me who else that you might know of that has used Deb's coaching for our business specifically, that might resound for us.
Has anybody heard of Peggy Smith? So Peggy Smith is our upline, who is Presidential Diamond. And it was great because as soon as I was emailed the link for this event like back in August, and I saw it and I thought I just had hit Diamond. I'm like, I knew I needed some coaching for the next part of my journey, right? And it just sort of fell in my email box, and I'm looking and I'm like, all right, Deb Erickson, I know you're awesome. And then what do I see to confirm? It's like something floats in to confirm this is the right thing for me. I see that Peggy Smith, our upline, is on one of the panels for one of the days. I'm like, well, obviously I need to go, right? So, so then I'm like texting Sable and texting other people. You want to come? This is you, know. And so I was really so grateful that Sable immediately like, I'm in, getting her tickets right away. She was totally committed. And some others just weren't able to go. But and then it was about a week before Liz Copeland and Lois Lane were able to go. I'm thinking, wow, we are going to have an amazing time breaking through some fears, and overcoming some things together. But Peggy is, if you don't know her or have not heard from her before, she's just a wonderful woman. And she's what a great example for this business. She tells it like it is. She just, is real about what has happened in her life. She was mad when somebody didn't offer her the opportunity because they were judging her at a very young age. They judged her and didn't offer her opportunity to get into a network marketing company that she was in many years ago. And she had vowed that day to never, ever not offer the business opportunity to everyone, because she was so judged by a group of people, not just one person, but a group of people that she knew for quite a long time. Mm-hmm. So that was such a good lesson to all of us, is to offer the business opportunity to everyone, because you never know, and it could be a real blessing to somebody's life when they're ready.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that really struck home with me too, because I know a lot of people, I've gotten the question from my team or just the comment, I'm not comfortable. I'm really comfortable talking about the oils. I'm really comfortable talking about the membership, but I am not comfortable approaching people about the business. And I said, well, who are we to not give somebody else the opportunity to join this fabulous company, to earn an incredible income, a limitless income? And why should we judge whether or not somebody else should have that opportunity? We should be telling everybody about it and let them decide.
Yeah.
It really is looking at it from the other side of the coin. And that's something that everybody really needs to think about. If you are not comfortable having the conversation about doTERRA as a business, then maybe you need to ask yourself why.
Yeah. And that's, I'm happy to help. And I know all of your upline support team, for everyone listening and watching, we're happy to do business overviews with you. But you do have to be the person to ask them first, because you're around them. One last quick story on Peggy, though, I wanted to share because this is much more recent, and why she chose Deb Erickson as a coach. She had lost her mom and dad and had gone through some tough times in the past couple of years. And she was at Blue Diamond for a long time because she had chosen to take care of her mom and dad, and just really make sure she was there for them. So she did everything she could for her business. but it was kind of on the sidebar for a little bit because she addressed what needed to be taken care of, most importantly in her life. And I know many of you can completely relate to that. But there came a point that the people that were closest to her came to her almost like an intervention and said, it's time for you to seek Presidential Diamond and you need to get some coaching. You know, they were like right up in her face kind of thing. I can't even imagine this with Peggy Smith, but Peggy's telling this story. And so basically, Deb Erickson called her directly, and she, apparently entertained a phone call, but still wasn't serious about it. And then it happened again. A second time happened, and Deb Erickson called her, and then she said, all right, I'm ready for this. And now, as we know, she's Presidential Diamond. So never think that you don't need coaching at any point in time. We all could use some coaching. And to know that as we continue on our journey and achieve different things, there's always more to get through, and that I love that she shared that she was just being real. Here's Peggy Smith, our amazing upline, and she's like, Deb Erickson Coaching is great. She's the person that's going to get you there.
That is fantastic. Well, and for Peggy, where she is, to be even humbled to take coaching from somebody else, because she's been a direct sales network marketing superstar for her whole career.
That's right. 45.
So that's wonderful. Well, thank you guys. Here we are at the end of our time, and we just appreciate you. You guys get signed up for two things for
we're just going to share one last thing. I know we're totally over. I loved, Deb Erickson gives you a lot of tools online, like neuro tools and how to do tapping and things to just really help you to overcome fears. At the event, though, we got to break boards. And my favorite was watching Sable and Lois Lane break boards. But I did, this was mine.
Look how thick these are.
These are like
little 50 boards.
We broke these with our hands. And Deb Erickson gave us the confidence. She showed us, we practiced, we wrote on our board what we wanted, and we broke through it. And I was just like watching everybody else. I felt super confident. So I'm like, I got this, right? So when you feel, it shows that when you feel confident, you can do anything. But I loved watching everybody else. That was my favorite because I could just see, like, just take it over. They're taken over by this, like, I've got this. I'm going to get through whatever it is that I just wrote on there. So
nice.
It was cool.
That's great. Well, we see the evidence of it right there, the physical evidence of the confidence that you exuded at the conference. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate you so much. And I will see local people, St. Pete people, at Jen's tomorrow morning and then at my place tomorrow night. So, and for those of you that are watching the recording later, and just get on and register for Deb Erickson's coaching and for the 5-week program that we're going to do in January.
Yeah.
Have a great holiday season. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your time. And we'll be coming back refreshed and renewed and ready to roll in 2019. See you guys.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.